Hello everyone, it's Yvonne back to do your bonus read. Okay, I've been also thinking lately about whether I should change up the way I do things and whether I should show you what else is available for me to do. I do the reading I do because I can read without the cards, so I can rely on spirit to bring the messages through, but it's not a very visual way of doing things on YouTube, and I've watched other people's channel and it's great to listen to. But most of us are visual people. We want to see some sort of visual representation. So I'm happy to take feedback on that. I don't want anybody to be critical of what I do because I don't think that's helpful. Queen of Swords coming out here. I don't think that's helpful. So being critical doesn't work. But if you've got feedback that you feel might enhance the readings, or something you'd like to see, something you'd like to see done differently, I do rely on spirit to bring the messages through. So they're not always something I guide, whereas when you're doing a personal reading, you're looking particularly for the information people are asking for. So I just rely on spirit to bring through, whether it's love, whether it's work, whatever it happens to be. And I don't push the readings in a particular direction because I'm not a particular reader for that reason. So I leave it open to spirit. We do have the World coming out here, which is very nice. So a lot of people closing out cycles at the moment. I've seen it. I'm hearing it. The cards are very lively, actually. So do let me know if there's something in particular you want done. I know a lot of other readers do specific readings on specific topics. I know there's a lot of pick a card readings out there as well. Someone's coming in to give you an offer here. Someone coming in slowly though. So if you want something in particular, the other thing I want to start looking at this year too is perhaps doing some classes on tarot reading as well. So all those things in the works, plus doing YouTube lives, of course. But I have to wait till I get into my own place because the internet probably isn't as reliable here. Okay, so I have the Eight of Cups coming out here. Now the Eight of Cups is a card of walking away from something and walking to something else. So it's not like the Six of Swords where you're coming away from a situation never to return. The Eight of Cups is sort of like a temporary time out. It can be a walking away altogether, but doesn't necessarily mean so. The cups represent the emotions, so something in the situation you're in isn't providing you with the emotional support you want. You could be dealing with someone who's quite controlling, very pushy, likes things their own way. The Emperor can represent an Aries, so you could be walking away from an Aries. But this person here likes to control things, likes to have the power in things. Now, it doesn't always mean something negative. So it can be someone who just is very knowledgeable and experienced and expects things done a certain way. But sometimes this can represent someone who is over-controlling, overusing their power. Okay, we do have the Death card here. So again, major arcanas everywhere. So there's some sort of transformation, some sort of moving away from something here. The Empress is here too, and she came up in the What's Cracking reading. Okay, some of you dealing with the fire signs. We've got Scorpio and Aries here. It looks to me like some of you are walking away from some sort of situation after having realized that where you are is not serving what you want. So some of you are wanting to find emotional fulfillment. Some of you are wanting to have a family. Perhaps you're with someone who is controlling the situation and it's not what you really want. So you're ready to birth new things. You're ready to bring in new things. And you are looking at the situation you're in thinking this is just not going to be what you want going forward. So for some of you, this is transforming out of a relationship, moving away from a relationship that isn't serving you. But for others of you, this could be about having someone that you're working for or sharing energy with in a relationship, whether that's a work relationship or a personal relationship. And you're moving away from this energy because the situation is not allowing you to be who you want to be. So it could be that you want to bring new ideas into a workplace and you've got a manager who isn't allowing you to do that. It could be that you are creative and overbursting with ideas and you are being stilted and put in your place all the time. Whatever it is for you, this is about you expanding your consciousness and moving into a new universe. You're not growing where you are, and it's time to move forward. Okay, so I have the Five of Cups coming up first. So this sort of talks about what your energy is like at the moment. And you could be dealing with a person who's going through this, so it may not necessarily be your energy. But this is a person who keeps looking back at the past in hope that they can salvage something from the past. So if you're in a relationship, it could be that you keep going back to how things were, thinking, you know, if only it was as that, if it was only the same as that, but it isn't. It's done. It's finished. You're moving on. Some of you may be dealing with quite narcissistic people, which means that you may have sort of met someone who had a mask on when you met and you thought that they had the same ideals as you, but now you're realizing this person isn't on the same page as you, and you keep looking back to when you were shown this person to start with who appeared to be right for you and isn't. Okay, so we have the, I called the other one the Hierophant this morning and not the Emperor. Isn't that interesting when you do that? I'm sure somebody will tell me. They always pick me up when I make mistakes. Here we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant talks of having stability, having clear ideas. This is about tradition. Some of you could be working for very large organizations, but you're also, and maybe that's what's making this particular thing very difficult for you. You could be in a situation, a job, or some sort of situation where, you know, it's like we do things this way around here. And you're finding it very hard because you have this beautiful creative idea and you're being stuck with doing things the way that the organisation does it. This can represent hierarchies in our government departments, etc., but definitely something where you are being expected to do something a certain way. The Three of Swords is here as well, so there is definitely some hurt and pain coming from this. You're really feeling it. So it could be a relationship, and a Ten of Swords says to me, it's done. It's done. You've learned your lessons, you're ready to move on, and I could see that in the beginning. So whether this is work, play, friendship, family, whatever it is, you are so done here. You are ready to go. Okay, and have a brand new start. Look at that. Your passions, it's like your passion has gone. I think you've gone into something, you know, with your 5 cups, thinking this is exactly what you wanted. And now, you know, you've only got 2 left, the rest have fallen over, and you can't even see the 2 because you're too busy looking at the 3 that have gone. So there's this feeling that you're feeling very dissatisfied with what's happened, and you need to move forward now. Okay, so for some of you it is about love because we do have the 2 of Cups here, but it can also be about partnership. The 2 of Cups denotes soulmates, so soulmates can be anybody. So I feel like perhaps you and this person aligned very, very well in the start. Now, you know, my belief is, you know, that soulmates are brought into our life to direct us on the right path. So they help us with lessons, with learning how to do things, with learning how to be a better person. So you've obviously been dealing with somebody either in the workplace or in your home life that is there to help you move forward in a particular direction. There's a lot of pain here though, so I want to say to you, even though the pain is here, that it is there to teach you the direction that you need to go in here. Okay, so for some of you, as I said, it can be about a work situation because you definitely feel like you've put in a lot of hard work here, and that's not going to stop you. You've just not had an opportunity to be who you're meant to be here. Yep, see, closing it out. Closing down this cycle and moving forward. It's beautiful though because you have the Ace of Wands coming in here. Okay, so King of Cups coming in here. So you're learning how to balance out this emotion. Oh, well, definitely love for some of you because we have the Ace of Cups here. So I'll go both love and for others, the other loves, the other stuff. Walking away from something that no longer serves you here. really understanding this person can be quite controlling, quite powerful, but it's not how you want to be anymore. You're moving away from this energy. You've had some sort of awakening here, some sort of seeing into the future a little better here. Perhaps not being so stuck in this controlled energy. And you are coming up as the Empress, which means that you have so much to give. You have this beautiful energy here, look, and the Queen of Wands. So what you're understanding about yourself is that you are a beautiful, creative being who, you know, can have what they want. You can have the, you know, bring the energies into your life that suit who you are. But someone's got you boxed in here. Someone's got you really boxed into a certain way of doing things, a certain way of behaving, a certain way of, you know, relating to the world through their eyes rather than through your own. Now, for some of you, this is a romantic partner, a relationship or a marriage here that we're talking about, where you are feeling like in the beginning it was very beautiful, it was growth, the person seemed to be on the same page as you, were probably very happy. But now this person has obviously let down their mask, and you're seeing this person who could be even quite cruel, spiteful, harsh with their words, and is not allowing you to be the person that you know you are. So you're sort of feeling very, as I said, very stilted, very limited. It's almost like you've been put in this box and you have to behave a certain way. And it's created a lot of hurt and pain here. But that in its turn has helped you to see that, you know, it's time to move forward now. You can't put any more work into this situation because you've obviously, with this Five of Cups here, kept putting work in hope that it would come back to how it was in the beginning, and it's just not going that way. Could be dealing with a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces here. Very strong water energy in this reading. I do have the Two of Cups and Ace of Cups here. For some of you, this is definitely about relationship. But whatever it is, closing it down, shutting the door and having a brand new passionate start. So heading in the right direction now, which is really nice. Okay, Oracle card. I just brought the cards with me that I was using when I was moving because it just seems so much more practical to do that. But I'm closer to my favourite place now, so I can go card shopping now I'm here. Like, because I need cards, and so I just need cards. I don't think you ever stop needing cards and crystals. Okay, I have the card of why coming out here, which is very interesting. I want to ask, why do I have this card? Why will it not stand on the stand would be more to the point. Okay, why? Why? And it is the card. Now I have to move it anyway. 31. 31. Actually, that's quite interesting because that comes into a 4. Which is about stability. Okay, so why? This is about motives, driving intention, the power of knowing the why. There is great power in understanding your motives right now. The Oracle asks you to be very clear about why you're asking this question, looking for this answer, behaving in this way, and most important, making this choice. Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. When you are clear about it, your intention will then be a magnet for miracles. Motives define the nature of your experience. When you think about something, feel it, and then act on it. This invisible why is the life force energy within the seed which brings it to life and holds the potential for growth. How beautiful is that? So yes, I don't think you need to ask the why because you're moving anyway, but perhaps it's a good idea to sort of do that whole idea of reinforcing the why. Have a wonderful day.